For 1 full month, Katie Love was gone before Warwickshire Police were told she was missing. Her family last saw her on the 23rd of January 2026. The police were not informed until the 23rd of February. By then, the trail was already 1 month old. A month of unanswered calls. A month of unknown movements. A month during which investigators now want to know whether anyone saw Katie, spoke to her, or knew where she was. But according to Katie's father, one detail made him realize that something was seriously wrong. Katie had left behind her 3 cats. Their names were Melly, Shelly and Badger. Katie loved animals. She had grown up with a passion for them and had worked in kennels. Her father said she adored those cats and would not have left them without a good reason. The animals remained behind. Katie did not return. And 6 months later, police made a devastating announcement. They were now treating the disappearance of Katie Love as a suspected murder. But Katie has never been found. There is no publicly confirmed proof of what happened to her. No one has been convicted of harming her. And somewhere inside the month between the last time her family saw her and the day police learned she was missing could be the answer to everything. This is the disappearance of Katie Love. Katie was 48 years old and lived in the Hartshill area of Nuneaton in Warwickshire. Police described her as a thin white woman with long blonde hair who wore glasses. She was known in Hartshill and Kingsbury and also had connections to Skegness. According to the official police appeal, Katie was last seen by her family in Hartshill on Friday, the 23rd of January. She was reportedly wearing a long, light brown puffer jacket, boots and a tracksuit. That is the last publicly confirmed description of Katie before she disappeared. There is no confirmed public account explaining where she intended to go. There is no confirmed public statement saying whom she planned to meet. And police have not publicly established that she was alive after the end of January. The date is important. The 23rd of January was the last time her family reported seeing her. The 23rd of February was the day her disappearance was reported to Warwickshire Police. Exactly 1 month separates those 2 dates. The available police statements do not explain why the report was made 1 month after the last family sighting. They do not describe the delay as suspicious. They do not accuse Katie's family of wrongdoing. But from an investigative point of view, that month remains a crucial part of the timeline. Where was Katie during those weeks? Did anyone outside her immediate family see her? Did she use transportation? Did she visit somebody? Did she communicate with anyone? Was there a later sighting that has never been confirmed? These are questions, not conclusions. The police appeal asks the public for information about Katie's movements from the 23rd of January onward. Investigators also want to understand more about her life, the people she knew, and anyone who may have had contact with her after her family last saw her. When Katie was finally reported missing, officers began trying to reconstruct a trail that was already weeks old. They spoke with her relatives and friends. They carried out searches. They examined hundreds of hours of surveillance footage. They appealed for information about a silver Peugeot 206 that police believed could assist the investigation. After the appeal was shared, police received information that helped them locate the vehicle. Finding the car did not end the search. Katie was still missing. Officers continued their work around Nuneaton. Searches were conducted in the Abbey Green area and investigators examined drains while looking for anything that could help establish what happened. The public has not been told everything investigators found during those searches. That is normal in an active investigation. Police protect information that could become important during interviews, future searches, or possible legal proceedings. What the public does know is that the investigation quickly became extremely serious. 3 men from Nuneaton were arrested during the investigation. 2 men, aged 48 and 49, were arrested on suspicion of murder and were later released on bail. Another 49-year-old man was released under investigation in connection with Katie's disappearance. An arrest is not proof of guilt. Being released on bail or under investigation does not mean a person committed a crime. The police have not publicly accused any of these men in court, and no guilt should be assumed. The official updates do not explain what information led investigators to make the arrests. They do not reveal whether police believe one person or several people know what happened. They do not explain whether the arrests were connected to the same evidence, the same location, or separate lines of inquiry. That information remains private. But the arrests show that detectives were not treating Katie's disappearance as a routine missing person inquiry. They were considering the possibility that she had come to serious harm. While investigators worked, Katie's family continued living with the silence she left behind. In June, her father spoke publicly about his daughter. He described Katie as strong, affectionate, and loving. He said she was fiercely independent and lived life on her own terms, but she was always there when somebody needed her. Katie would regularly visit her father to talk. When he was unwell, she supported him. She visited him in hospital and helped him at home. Her father said that whatever challenges Katie faced in life did not define her. To him, she was still the daughter who cared for people, loved animals, and appeared when her family needed her. He also remembered a moment from Katie's younger years. She had dreamed of owning a sports car. When her father was able to afford one, he bought her a second-hand car. He remembered seeing her drive it with the wind moving through her hair, looking happy. That memory now exists beside a completely different image. An empty home. 3 cats waiting for the person who cared for them. And a father waking from dreams in which his daughter is still there. He said the house felt quieter without Katie. There was an emptiness where she should have been. At times, he felt as though she were standing beside him in the living room, smiling. Then he would wake up and she would still be missing. For Katie's father, leaving the cats behind was not a minor detail. It was the detail that told him this was not normal. Katie's independence did not mean she would abandon the animals she loved. Her father did not believe she would leave Melly, Shelly, and Badger without a serious reason. That does not prove what happened, but it gives investigators insight into Katie's normal behavior. When someone disappears, police look for changes. Was the person planning to travel? Did they take important possessions? Did they arrange care for pets? Did they tell anyone they were leaving? Did they withdraw from their normal routines? In Katie's case, the public appeal is focused on the life that suddenly stopped and the animals she left behind. Then, on the 29th of July, Warwickshire Police issued a renewed appeal. 6 months had passed since Katie was last seen. The major crime team had conducted extensive inquiries. Officers had searched locations, examined surveillance footage, and spoken with the people in Katie's life. But Katie had not been found. Most importantly, detectives said they had no confirmed proof that she was alive after the end of January. The senior investigating officer said police remained open-minded and still hoped Katie would be found alive and well. But based on the information gathered during the investigation, officers now strongly believe that she could have come to harm. Her disappearance was officially being treated as a suspected murder. That language matters. Police did not announce that they had proved Katie was dead. They did not announce that they had identified the person responsible. They did not announce that a body had been found. They said they suspected murder. The investigation remains an attempt to establish what happened and to find Katie. And that brings the case back to the missing month. Katie's family last saw her on the 23rd of January. The police were notified on the 23rd of February. The official public record does not explain what was happening during that period. The police want information about Katie's movements from the day she was last seen. That means even a sighting that appeared unimportant at the time could now matter. Someone may have seen Katie walking through Hartshill. Someone may have spoken to her in Nuneaton. Someone may remember the light brown puffer jacket, her glasses, or the way she wore her long blonde hair. Someone may remember a vehicle, a conversation, or a change in her routine. A person may possess information without understanding its importance. That is why the police continue asking people to come forward, even if the information appears small. The central mystery is not only where Katie is, it is when her normal life truly stopped. Was the 23rd of January the final time anyone saw her alive? Was there contact after that date that has not been verified? What information caused the investigation to move from a missing person search to murder arrests? Why has no confirmed trace of Katie been discovered despite months of searches and inquiries? And what happened during the month before police were told she was missing? The answers are not public. The questions remain open. Katie Love is still missing. She is not simply a photograph in a police appeal. She is a daughter. She is a woman remembered for caring for animals and supporting her family. She is the owner of 3 cats that were left waiting for her. A father continues to hope that somebody knows something that can finally bring an answer. Anyone with genuine information about Katie's movements, location, or disappearance should contact Warwickshire Police through the official Katie Love investigation portal. Information can also be provided anonymously through Crime Stoppers. Do not contact Katie's relatives or anyone connected to the investigation. Do not spread names, rumors, or accusations online. 3 men have been arrested during the investigation, but no guilt should be assumed. Every person is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in court. This video is presented for documentary, commentary, and educational purposes. It is based on publicly available police statements and established reporting available at the time of publication. Katie's family last saw her on the 23rd of January. Police learned she was missing 1 month later. 6 months after she vanished, detectives began treating the case as suspected murder. But Katie has still not been found. So what happened to Katie Love? And who can explain the missing bond?